So we have created a thing now. So let's test our thing. We have created our security certificates and we have created a IAM policy. So right now let's test our AWS IoT thing. So we'll send some test data, not from our device, but just from the console. We'll try to test AWS IoT. So I'm going to go back over here and go to test over here. So a device shadow is a JSON document stored in AWS IoT that AWS IoT uses to save and retrieve current state information for a device. So whenever you want to retrieve the current state for a device, you query the device shadow and it is a JSON document. So the device shadow, which is a device shadow service for AWS IoT, maintains the shadow for each device you connect to AWS IoT. So right now we have one thing we had created. So that's one device. So for every device you create a thing, and the device shadow is basically a shadow of that thing that we can set and get the state of a device using device shadow, regardless of whether the device is connected or not. So right now our device is technically not connected, but is using device shadow to interact with AWS IoT. So now let's click on interact. So I'm going to click test. So before testing, first of all, we are going to go back to our manage and then go to our thing and then click on interact. So these are the MQTT topics, and we will subscribe to these topics and everything will make sense once you see the complete demo. Right now it might be like, oh, this is not making sense, but it will start making sense once you watch the demo at least twice. Try to watch the demo twice and it will really make sense. But for now, if you want to update your shadow, so basically if you want to update your device status, so Raspberry Pi will send data to this topic. But right now we'll just send some test data. So if you want to do update, use this topic. So I'm going to copy this. Think of this as a URL. So I'm going to copy this and save it. So I've already copied it over here. Then let's copy the get, where we'll get the shadow of the device. So copy this and save it. And then let's copy the accepted. So copy this and save it in a text file. So copy this topic. So whenever you want to interact with AWS IoT, you use this topics or URLs. Technically it's called a topic, not a URL, but if it makes sense. So these are the different topics that you can interact or send data to IoT using this URLs or topics. So I'm going to copy this, now go back. Now click on test. So over here, let's subscribe to the topics now. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to subscribe to the update topic. So I'm going to go back and then click on subscribe to topic. So now what I'm going to do is update my device in AWS IoT. So I'm going to send some data. So basically we are sending the state, reported state as moisture low. So we are sending that moisture is low. That is state, reported, moisture, the value is low. So I'm going to publish it. So it was accepted, we got the response back. So now let's publish another topic. So let's subscribe first. So I'm going to subscribe to a topic. So I'm going to click here, go back and copy the get over here. So I'm going to click on subscribe again and then click on subscribe topic. So your second one will show up over here. So basically this second topic will just get the shadow of the device. And it takes an empty payload. So I'm going to send an empty payload as the input over here. So this is the bottom, the black box you see is the input, the publishing input. So I'm going to publish this and we got a response back. Now this accepted URL will show us whether it was accepted or not. So I'm going to go back, go to subscribe to a topic, subscribe to accepted, click on subscribe topic. Now I'm going to go back to get and then click on publish. And we see over here, we saw a green dot pop up in the accepted. Because the data was accepted, this is green now. The accepted is green. So the previous get request was accepted and there's a new information to be displayed. So let me select this accepted and see the value over here. So we had sent this report moisture low. So this accepted will also show the value. So if I like go over here, I'm going to show this as moisture high. So I'm going to change this and publish. Now I will try to get it. So I'm going to publish again. So the accepted, publish again. And we see over here moisture high again because we changed it to high. Low was the previous one. So this is how you can interact, send data to AWS IoT, retrieve it back. So this was using a shadow, and we just briefly discussed what a shadow is. But now we'll see how to actually send data to the shadow using the actual computer. This was using test console, but we'll send the data using our actual computer, or you can use Raspberry Pi. But let's just use the computer for now. So we'll see that in the next video.